1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello and welcome to the Mudblood podcast. Yet again, William Thompson is nowhere to be seen, so I'm here. So the reason Willie's late, I'd like to think, is that his balls were a wee bit hairy. Is your balls hairy? Are you scratching them a wee bit too much? I know we're coming out of the summer months, but there's going to be a lot more clothing around them. 2 pairs of boxers on, pair of jeans on, sitting on the bus, getting really hot and steamy because your balls are hairy as fuck. It's like a balaclava around your ballocks. So if you want that to go away and you want to impress the ladies with a wee shaven haven, get Manscaped. Manscaped 4.0 comes in a wee kit. It has ball toner, ball deodorant. It has the lawnmower 4.0, which is skin sensitive. It's really hard to cut yourself, like you have to be really silly to do that. And give your ballocks a treat. And know what? See, because you listen to this podcast, see, because I'm talking to you now, you can get 20% off. If you go to Manscaped and put in Mudblood, you can get 20% off your purchase. Get it done now and get your ballocks sorted out. Nice and smooth, nice and clean, and have nice, refreshing, smelly, good-looking balls. So, welcome to the Mudblood podcast. This is episode 71. Probably 67 out of 71 that William was late at again. He knows the crack, and he will come in, and he'll say that the traffic is horrendous. It is horrendous. It probably is. But what's horrendous is that he has still not learned that you fucking leave earlier because the traffic's going to be horrendous. So I'm here on my own, sitting, twiddling my dick. It's as well, it's shaved and it's nice and clean. And what is the crack, Sean?
Nothing.
What has been happening?
Just a few wee gigs and that, and keeping busy. And setting up for this.
Setting up for this?
Yeah. Started a wee 6-a-side league.
I seen that.
Your project.
I seen that. There's quite a few British flags there.
I know.
Is there in a league of your own there, or is there?
Well, it's on the shore road, like. We
Okay.
can hardly make it a tricolour.
Right.
For the target on their backs.
Well, I think the names do that. Like, it's not like, unless you've all changed their names and do what I normally do when I work with my dad.
I'd sort of give it away when I started speaking Irish to Podrick.
Aye, and shouting, Podrick, Sean, Pierce. I think they've a fur right here. I mean, you may as well stick the tricolour on there. Do you know what I mean? So they're going to be dirty on you anyway. It'll be well passed about the group. Did you win?
We did. We won 3-0. It's good crack.
And you enjoyed it then?
He did.
That's good.
He played well. Got 2 assists.
Did he?
Aye.
It's my son for you. That's it.
And so what's the crack with you? What have you been at?
I was in Aberdeen.
That's right. Are we sort of precursor to the tour dates?
To the tour dates. So it sort of says I'll go over and... Because I'd never played Aberdeen before.
Yeah.
So I sort of thought I'll go over and play the clubs over there. I think I'm going to do quite a bit of that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Going to go over and play a lot of clubs. Down south. England, Scotland.
That's the best way to do it. Did
I
you
think
get
so.
it? Like,
it's not great pairs, and I can get why management are going to me, don't be doing it. But at the end of the day, you're a comedian, and there's a circuit. Do you know what I mean?
And also,
it's nice to go on mixed builds.
Yeah, and you need to build up a bit of a following.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And listen, if you go and you do a club and there's 60 people there, if 2 of them buy tickets to your next show, it's worth it.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean?
And where else have you then? You've got Liverpool, don't you?
Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle. Newcastle and Aberdeen were the 2 that I haven't done before.
Yeah.
I've played Edinburgh, and Glasgow I have a bit of a following in. But Newcastle Newcastle's not too bad. Tickets are selling for that.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Seriously, that like
Irish over there.
Irish and
student.
Newcastle.
And Aberdeen is one of them ones too. Like, I haven't even hit in that market, but when I was over, like, I seen there is Irish bars in Aberdeen, and there's a lot of people from here actually work over there, offshore. Now, I don't know what way it works for them. It's getting off.
I think maybe
an oil rig to come over, like, but
it's maybe just a case of Aberdeen's a smaller city.
Smaller city. It's very grey. They call it the Granite City. Like, I know what it is. Like, everything's built with grey black.
Aye. And is it Aberdeen is like one of the places, it's like it provides, it provides like a big percentage of like the UK's like whole economy just with the industry in it.
Yeah.
It
Like, you'll see a lot of people walking about in it in top of the range gear.
yeah.
So, obviously, there's a bit of money in it. Do you know what I mean?
You talk about economics and all.
I'm talking about people being late, to be honest, know what I mean?
I don't think we are. That contributes to the UK's economy, does it?
It does.
Is that
People
why it's
being late.
fallen?
Yeah, and it does.
Me
build-
and Liz Truss have bankrupted this company.
Yeah, people late with their payments, people late with stuff. That's what we're talking about there. Were you late because of that flick? Your hair?
I'm late because of the fucking traffic getting down here, man.
You look like the Dundonald werewolf. You know, like, what do you call that? Teen Wolf?
Team Wolf.
Oh, you look like the Dundonald. You look
I'll
like,
take that,
You
I
look
like
like
it.
you just came back.
Team Wolf's sexy.
You're
I
right.
didn't even have time to do my hair.
You're
I really didn't. I just stuck the
Please.
hair jar on it.
please.
Please,
I
what?
didn't have time. See, not having time to do your hair, it doesn't entail having a hair dryer on it. Not
I have
having
time to do my hair properly.
Not having time to do your hair means like you came in here with your hair all over the fucking place.
I'm not fucking Trump. You know what I mean? I was trying to rush. I'm not Trump.
Protestants will be late, but will not be fucking stupid looking.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, fucking traffic getting out in Donald. Fucking wild.
but you know what?
I know, but it was worse today. So that's why because I left earlier than I normally do.
Right, leave earlier than you normally do. When you normally do,
I did.
So,
But I was in PT at 11, got out at 11, or got out 12.
right.
Came from 12, went home, got showered, left my house at 20 past 12.
Here's what you do. All right, be a Catholic for one day when you're doing Mudblood, and fucking bring your gear
snog my
and get
sister.
changed and fucking get.
Mate, I would be stinking if I sat here rocking up in gym gear. I'd be fucking bogging.
Get a shower in the gym, you fucking tramp.
There's no shower in my gym.
Well, go to a fucking gym that has a fucking shower.
No, I like my gym.
You're disabled, you get a cheap rate with the fucking council.
I like my gym. I like
You-
the one I go to.
I
There is no
understand.
shower at it. Or I would have showered in it.
Wait, so your gym, is it close to the leisure centre?
No, it's in an industrial estate beside a car sales place.
Go into a car sales place and get a fucking shower.
They'll love that. Oh,
Or-
you here
or
to
a
buy
valet.
something? Nah, I mean, I can have a shower. I'm disabled. Did you do the wee read? Do the wee read?
Of course
Good
it does,
man,
right?
good man. How are you?
I'm alright.
What how we doing, guys? What we talking about?
About the new sponsor.
Here's the new sponsor.
Do you want to tell him?
I don't think he's allowed to know.
Ireland's Future. Ireland's
need to know.
Future is a organisation set up about Ireland's future and the future of Ireland under United Ireland. They're the new sponsor of the show.
Really?
Yes.
That's a thing? And what do they do?
They're basically having conferences about Ireland's future. Jamie doesn't like it.
I can't imagine Jimmy likes much.
No, but he really doesn't
That's
like
who
it.
sponsors us.
That's who's sponsoring us now, Ireland's Future.
We've done the read, no.
Fair
Don't
enough.
know.
What are they paying us?
Quite a bit of money.
I'll take that then. I'll take that, obvious.
Well,
Fuck
if
it, United Ireland, they're paying me 200 quid a week.
we have to do the main conference in Dublin.
Okay, no worries. Do I have to sing Sheena Fianna Fáil?
No,
Sheena Fianna
just
I'll
stand
learn
for
it.
it.
I'll,
Just stand for it.
fuck, fuck. That's where I'm fucked. I'll take a knee
We'll
for
hold
it.
you up. We'll hold you up for it.
Like weekend at Bernie's, I
We'll
love
hold you
that.
up for it.
How have you been this week, Patrick?
All good. I went to Aberdeen and got sick.
How, what? Yeah, you got the gout came back? Return of the gout?
Return of the
gout.
gout. Yes, I can.
No, you can't push out those crystals.
And I had the fucking limp out of the bed. Like, there's nothing worse than being somewhere, like, nobody can do fuck all for you. Mm-hmm. So I was in, like, a bed, fucking a B&B. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do here? It was right beside Aberdeen's ground, like, at the top of the street.
Aye.
So I googled fucking chemist, and right enough, there was one, like, then just across the road, it blocked down. I'm like, fuck it, I'll hobble over. And I fucking walked in like fucking a guy running the car park in the fucking Belfast City Centre. Here, mate. Here, mate.
£2 for the extra 3
Fucking
hours.
car parking outside a car park, fuck shit. But I walked in and your mum was sort of just looking at me and I was like, can I speak to the pharmacist, please? And he came out and he was like, hello, we had a wee mask on. And here's me, listen, you're not going to believe us, but I'm going to ask a rather strange request. And he went, go. And I said, and he says, no problem, I'll sort it out. His wife was from Portrush. Mm-hmm. So he's seen my videos.
Right, okay, so we know who you were. Right.
So I was like, do you need ID and all? He's like, no, I know who you are. So,
Good.
and he gave me an emergency couple of tablets
For the good.
for the good.
For Fox. And how did you make the show in the end?
Yeah, done
Good
both shows.
Good man, good man.
Now, it was a bit of a bollocks.
Well, why?
The comedy club is below an Italian restaurant. The Italian restaurant, the landlord threw the guy out on the Wednesday. And he went back on Thursday night and cut all the electric in the building and pulled all the pipes out and flooded the comedy club.
What dude was this?
The guy that owned the Italian restaurant above it.
Right, okay.
Now, this is another scenario where...
Only you. Only fucking you. I thought
Right.
you were going to say the crowd was a bit rowdy.
Right? So, Naz, who runs Breakneck Comedy, he's Asian, right? But he grew up in Aberdeen. He was born in Aberdeen. So he's Scottish,
Yeah.
right? He's really easygoing. I don't know if he smokes shit or what he does.
Just chilled out as fuck.
He's just, yeah. So he's like, sends a voice clip. Hi, Paddy. Hope you're well. Listen, bit of a problem. The club's completely flooded with no electric in the club, but I've moved it across the road. It's in the casino. And I was like, what's this going to be like? You know? So, now, if you look at it that way, Elvis done a residency in a fucking casino.
Yeah.
I done that too. 2 nights. Now, it was Aberdeen, he was Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same, but...
Elvis wasn't doing a casino because the Italian across the road got flooded.
So, I goes into the casino at night. Now, on the way to the casino, no way somebody sends you a message and he says, it's the G Casino. Right?
Right.
That's what I get told. So, I'm looking for somewhere called the G Casino. What he meant to say was the Grabner Casino.
Right.
But I'm looking G Casino.
Casino,
Because that's what he said.
Yeah.
So I could say a Grosvenor Casino, but I couldn't say a G Casino. And I was like, right, I'm getting confused now. There's the comedy club, there's nobody at it. And he's in the G Casino, wherever this is. I wonder, is it the Grosvenor Casino? So 4 girls came walking past. And genuinely, you know when you go to say something, and in your head you know what it sounds like you're going to say, but you don't say it. And I says, girls, do you know where the G spot is? And they were like, sorry? And I was like, the G Casino. And they were like, I've never heard of it. And I was going, this is a fucking nightmare.
So you're banned from Aberdeen now, yeah?
Because I stopped 4 girls and went, where's the G spot? So I found it, and it was the Grosvenor Casino. And it was in the lobby. There was a woman who looked like she was in Ballamorey putting up a Christmas tree and putting up Christmas decorations to the left of the stage. It was in the lobby. It was the walkway to the toilets. So people were sitting at the other side of the walkway. I was in this wee spot here, which was like a wee seating area. There was 3 TVs on behind me. There was a massive TV wall. There was all the flashing lights. To the left-hand side was the poker machines, arcade machines. There was the horseshoe bar.
This is the
And then
worst
there was
setup.
mate, you've no idea. And I was like, most of the people that's in the casino aren't there to see comedy.
No.
So you just had constant lost. Like, there was a guy on the phone going, I've lost all the wages. Am I allowed to come home? While the MC was on at the start. On the phone. And I'm going, there was just a guy standing with an e-fig just sort of fucking swaggering.
That was me.
Going, what the fuck's this fucking shite? Yeah. You know.
While you were on?
No, while the
While
MC
the
was
MC's
on.
on?
And I'm going, this is going to be a fucking disaster.
Was this your solo show or just you
No,
doing
no,
nights
this
at
was
the
a club.
That's at least you're taking that bullet
Yes.
with people.
So there was me, there was Peter Woods. Now, Peter Woods done really well, but he had never experienced this where it wasn't like, because Breakneck Comedy's a wee, tight, small room, 60 people.
Yeah.
Fucking like,
60s are rammed, you're going to
like
feel
a,
you're
like a
sitting on each other.
proper wee comedy club, like
Aye.
great atmosphere. So he hadn't played this, so he was going, why is there people just walking past? And I'm going, that's a toilet, you just don't mention. But he kept saying about it, kept saying about it, kept saying about it, and I was going, the more you tell him that shit, the more shit it becomes.
Yeah. Yeah. Never say it shit. Say it's weird. Mention it's weird.
Yes. So what I said,
Never say shit.
So I says, don't. He overcompensated because the more you say something shit, it's like slapping somebody in the face, and then eventually it doesn't hurt them anymore. But keep going. Didn't that hurt?
Aye.
They're going to remember it hurts.
Yeah.
They're going to remember you hit them.
Yeah.
So I was going, he needs to stop doing it. But anyway, so Robin Granger, remember the one that during the thing
I don't believe
done
I
the
don't-
solo show on his own and it went viral? The one punter.
Yeah, yes.
So he
was
was
that him?
He was opening and I was closing. So he was on.
He was just happy there was more than one in at this point.
Well, that was the gist of his fucking show, like.
Yeah.
But he was to me like this, and I went, look, it is what it is. We'll get it done. We'll speak to Nas. But really, if they moved it down in the corner of the restaurant there, for all the people that's in, like 40 people, down in that corner, we're away from everything. It'd be perfect. And he was like, you know. So, but the next night, Nas wasn't going to do it and stuff like that. And the casino says, no, it's there or nowhere. And I said, see, tonight, just say, I know this isn't the full experience for our comedy club, but we're going to make a great night of it with some good acts. And that's it. Don't mention it again.
Yeah.
Because the night before, every person that walked past, he's like, you going for a piss? You know.
Yeah. And they're not there for a comedy show, so they're not going to take part in any way.
Yes. But, I mean, we got it done. We done 2 nights in the casino.
Was it a good gig or good for what it was?
Good for what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
There was people paid to see you. So, now, Robin was meant to do his show at 5 o'clock. And he says no, and I says, I think that's a good call. Don't do your solo show in an atmosphere that shouldn't be.
Fucking
just move it, and we'll just do the gig. So we've done the gig. But listen, it wasn't the worst experience, but yes.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Fair play to Nas for actually trying to find another venue. Because he had like 10 other gigs on. Like the guy who runs the shop in Stillgame, he had him in like 4 or 5 wee towns over the weekend. So he had to run after him.
Naveed?
Yeah.
See a stand-up?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Any good?
Didn't see him yet, so I couldn't tell you.
See there, you'd make a comfortable living just being off that show, being like,
That's
I'm
like
here.
Father Ted, like.
That's 100%.
Ireland
It's like
thinks
Tim
we
McGarry here.
He's not in for it.
No, I mean, like, because he's down, give my
No,
headpiece.
get to me. Like.
You
No,
clean
no,
up.
know what you mean.
So that's where you were on Saturday.
It's Friday and Saturday. But
You were doing a wee casino. I was in a very different place.
G-Spot, where were you?
I was in Leicester Square Theatre.
Well, how'd it go?
I missed my first flight out.
You said that like.
I missed my first flight. I was just trying to segue into it.
Oh, right.
I missed my first flight out
Right.
because it was too late to the airport.
Was it the traffic in Dundonald?
It wasn't the traffic in Dundonald.
What
but
made you late for that?
what made me late for that was... So I actually got up early because I was texting Shane at like 8 o'clock, being like, I'm picking my parking, I'm on my way.
I don't think that you mean to be late.
No, I don't.
But I genuinely think...
This was a good reason to be late. Because I'm texting Shane at 8 o'clock being like, what fucking time does the flight come in tomorrow? So I know not to overbook the car park for the next day. And as I'm getting ready to leave, my granda comes out of his room. He's stumbling about and he's going, I'm dying. Turns to me and my sister, goes, I'm dying, this is it, I'm dying. Me and her like, right, I don't think he's well. So we set him down. Couldn't get my nanny, she was in like Asda. And there's no signal in Asda. Asda?
Right.
You're just putting G's in front of things.
I don't know what you were saying there.
Asda.
Right, okay. I thought you said McGranley's in the Gazda. I was going, oh, where the fuck's the Gazda?
You're taking a fucking stroke.
My nanny's in Asda.
Right.
And you can't get in Asda, in Dundonald, you can't really get phone signal there.
Oh, I know.
Do you know what I mean? It's very spotty. So we couldn't get her on the phone, and he's sitting there going, I'm dying, this is it. And we're like fucking mopping his forehead, got him in the bed now, and being like, what do we do? We phone the ambulance, what do we do? And we're just keeping an eye on him for like 40 minutes. By this point, it's about 10 to 9. And eventually we get my nanny on the phone. And we're like, Nanny, Granda's sitting here and he's not well and he's telling us he's dying. She goes, any wonder he's dying? He had 4 bottles of wine last night. Cunt was hungover. He was fucking hungover. And he's sitting like he's in my arms, like Saving Private Ryan, dying. And he's like, I need a doctor. You need a Lucas and a wank, Norman. That's what you need.
Well, how was the wank? I've never wanked my granddad.
I left. That was my sister's job. I'm away. I have a plane to catch.
You were like, you may wank him off. I have no time.
So I'm literally zoomed down the airport and got there. And if it had been on the phone check-in boarding, would have been fine. But it was at the desk, and I just did not
Why
get
was
there
it
in time.
the desk?
I don't, because Shane got my name wrong and wrote William Thompson on the tickets, which isn't my actual name, as you know. So that's not my passport's name. So when I go, like, it takes ages when that happens. So I just ran out
Were
of time.
they able to change?
Not in time for me to get the flight. Because by the time I got there...
It costs money to change, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Shane was like, just show them your social media. I'm like, I don't think that's acceptable at an airport.
In fairness...
Me, fool, Osama bin Laden looking dude, William Thompson.
In fairness, can I tell you something?
Where's my
Yeah.
TikTok?
Can I tell you something?
Uh-huh.
You actually don't need physical ID for a UK domestic flight.
That's right, you don't.
So you didn't have to change it. You just had to have your boarding pass.
But I didn't have that. To get the boarding pass, I
But
need
you
the ID.
could all you had to do was download the app.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, this was Shane had booked it, so I had none of this.
But I mean, literally could have done it
Yeah.
in 2 minutes.
I have the app. I have it.
All you had to do
Yeah.
is get up the flight.
It was Shane just texted me and said I was like, go to the desk, so I was fucked. But just
anyway,
got
so
one
you
later. Got one later time. Flew out.
I seen him putting the thing up where he says to Kieran Bartlett he was going to get a helicopter, fly him over.
That was so funny because he told him me and him I'd been arrested for stealing from a WH Smith's.
See, that's where he went wrong there. If he had said, well, he had to stay in Dundonald to give his granddad a wank, it would have been believable.
Do you know why I said that? Because Kieran, I tell Kieran, and I don't, but I tell Kieran I steal from places and he freaks out.
What do you mean you don't? I see you stealing all the time.
No, you don't. Shush.
You're stealing a living, you can't.
What are you, cheeky bastard? Doing what? With this?
Fucking Mudblood, never on time or nothing. Look, I'm not your boss.
You'd fall apart without me, so you wouldn't be able to do all these forms.
So, was London good?
Oh, it was class. Really, really, really fucking good. And one of those ones you go, anyone from London in? Like 4 people cheering. You're like, anyone from home in? It's just like, bah! And I'm like, all right, okay, this will be fine.
Yeah.
But so the way that Leicester Square Theatre is, there's the stage, there's the curtain, and there's the backstage. So when we were making our way to the dressing room, the previous act, who's on before us, was still on stage. So we were creeping along the backstage as Stuart Lee's just on the other side of the curtain doing a show.
Do you think he's good?
I like him. What I don't like is Stuart Lee fans, if this makes sense.
Because they're pretentious.
Because they're like, that's not real comedy. And I like Stuart Lee. Stuart Lee's funny. People who like Stuart Lee fuck me off. They're like Radiohead. I like Radiohead, but I can't listen to someone who likes Radiohead. Because they're like, that's not real art. This is real art. And you're like, fuck up. But no, he is. I think he's good. Like, are you a fan of him? I didn't think he would be. He's not my favourite, but I like him.
I'm very particular about my comedy, but it's not me being a fucking...
You're allowed to like things, John, and you're allowed to dislike
I
things.
remember when I first started, all the ones here were like, oh, Stuart Lee, like, you know.
Yeah,
and I went
exactly
and I was
what
like,
I'm saying.
Okay. He's okay.
Yeah. You like him, if you don't, you know what I mean? He's definitely an acquired taste. He's not someone who I'm like, if you've never seen stand-up. Yeah.
He's very smart, and some of his stuff's very smart.
Yeah.
Some of his stuff, you really have to sit and consider it and think about it.
Yeah. He can't get too meta.
And you're going, fuck, you went a long way there to fucking tell that point, didn't you, dickhead?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye, and that's his thing. He'll do that thing, he'll repeat a joke for sometimes like 5 minutes, just repeating the same thing over
I
and
think
over
he
again.
done a joke about the IRA being gentlemen comedians, and then Paddy Keelty stole the joke from him.
Oh, really?
Genuinely do now.
What is? I don't know this
I
joke.
think it was something like along the lines. I could be wrong. This isn't a Paddy fact because I haven't fact checked this.
Yeah.
But as
Before you
far
go
as I
full
know-
Joe Rogan on Paddy
all the other ones
Keelty
that
here.
are.
Trust me, a lot of people prove my point. Do you remember the diesel one and everybody laughed about?
That's been the most divisive one.
Right, well, see that one? You do know that the largest ever diesel making factory was found in Armagh in the world. Right.
But your point wasn't that
It was
there's
illegal, by the way.
we picked up on
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
So it was illegal.
Yeah.
But was the biggest diesel plant in the world.
But you said, what was it?
And it
Armagh
was
has
illegal.
More diesel.
There's more diesel
in the county of
Armagh
Than
than there is in
America?
America. And that's fucking true.
I don't know, like
100%.
I don't know enough to disagree. I just struggled to believe it, but I'll let
But
you have
anyway,
it.
so
Yes.
that did happen.
That I've had people agreeing with you, and a lot of people being like, he's full of shit.
All
People
the
that's
ones
not-
from Armagh are like 100%.
100%. And they're from the county. So they're the ones you want to believe, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. I've yet to hear an American oil tycoon's thoughts on it. Do you know, if BP come to us and be like, "Now there's more diesel in America," I'll believe him.
I'd like to know what way that shipment process goes from, like, you know, fucking Iranian oil field, crude oil, Armagh. You know what I mean? What, like, why is that where it's processed?
I just assumed it was some dude in his bath making it.
You do know it comes into Armagh, don't you?
What?
The port comes into the port in Armagh. You do know that it's there, like.
Comes into Armagh.
There's no port in Armagh. Are you sure now?
Absolutely.
Both of you sure now? There's no port in Armagh.
I didn't say that.
It's inland.
I'm laughing. It
What's
comes in
inland?
Armagh.
Armagh's inland.
Where's Newry Canal?
Aye, but like,
I would like what?
but right now.
I would like what?
Aye, but that's not.
Can you replace
it's
Nolan?
Armagh.
I didn't say Newry. I says Armagh. It's a county.
Right enough, yeah.
I didn't disagree with this.
Ross Trevor.
Yeah, he's a lovely fella.
I think that's County Down.
That's what I have.
So,
Downs.
genuinely, where you go Warren Pointer, up that canal, there's a
Right.
Did you smuggle diesel in the 90s? You know so much about this.
I know a wee bit about diesel.
You do?
I didn't smuggle any.
Yeah.
No. I did. I'm a liar. I did.
You broke immediately.
Do you know why?
No
Because
question.
there's a certain,
No, I did.
there's a certain person knows I did do it. So I'm going, the cunt will fucking come out and say, I have to be honest, I did.
I love that. No, never.
There's no point saying no, because somebody's going to say, yes, you did.
Honestly, like I fully expect that's something I expect from you to do. We diesel
I don't
smuggler.
see that. There's no real victim.
No.
Is there really? It's a victimless crime.
Yeah,
There is.
You're hurting those poor wee oil companies.
Yes. Or the government. The government's fucking, that's mostly tax what you're paying anyway.
Aye.
Like a barrel of oil, say, I don't know, what is it, $78 for a barrel of oil? Right?
Let's say, yeah.
Right, $78. When it was £1.15 at the pumps, it was $78. So what's changed there?
Oh yeah,
That's my point.
yeah.
It's the same price, but yet it's £179 or £189 or £198 at one stage, and it was still £78 or $78.
Yeah, Towns changed their fucking profits. Did you see that, lad? Like at the time when all the money, the feud was going out of control, and then all these companies are being like, "Oh, and we've recorded triple record profits," and you're like,
No shit,
bad
fella.
time to tell us, you fucking cunts." Yeah. Shit like that. I try to not pay attention to it anymore because it just angers me, and you can't change it. But even that, I was like, just sitting in the car, fucking raging, gripping the wheel.
Where we're fucked is the gas.
Because of the Russian pipeline.
He turns that off in the winter, we're fucked. Well, I'm not, because I put a fucking
You're
burner stove in.
yeah, you're smuggling your own.
I'm smuggling my own trees in.
We're in for a. I've tried to stop watching news though because it's. I've never seen a time when the news is just so catastrophic, like back to back horrendous news.
Well, COVID was fucking pretty horrendous.
It was up there too, but after about a month, it became the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After a month, it was like, and here's who died today, and blah blah blah. Whereas I feel now it's like there's just crisis. We're fucking. There's a war breakout. He might nuke us. Fucking the pound has crashed and they don't know how to fix it. The IMF is stepping in.
I don't think he nuke.
I don't
I think
so,
he
but I
used,
don't
he
know
used
enough.
what he has in his artillery, but I don't think he nuke.
I don't. Do you know when I think he would nuke? When he's losing. When he, like, if he were to properly
the
lose that
thing.
war.
This is the thing. If you watch the BBC, you would think he is losing.
Yeah.
He's fucking not.
No.
He's not.
No.
And
Well, he's annexed certain states that he's already
he
in.
obviously hasn't lost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he was losing, I think they would all jump in the bandwagon and fucking go in and wipe him out once and for all. I don't think he's losing. I think that's Stemmons trying to make it sound like it's not as bad as it is.
Yeah.
I just don't. If they really wanted to, I just don't see why they wouldn't just go in and fucking give it a good go with them. Like,
What, with the Russian army? Because when you do that, then you also... Because they have an alliance with China. So if you go to war with Russia, there's a good chance China would also go to war with you.
Yeah.
But then you are just in a complete world war.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
The
you have to balance
The
that.
Chinese are going through a real hard time with their economy.
Yeah. Because they pursued zero COVID.
So they don't want the war, and they also don't want him to shut the fucking gas off, because if we go into recession, then that'll really fuck the Chinese market.
Yeah. Yeah.
So China doesn't want it to go.
No. But they also don't want the West
To fucking throw their
to
muscle
take
on top
over
of it.
Russia,
Yeah,
because then
100%.
they're like, we're
100%.
completely fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This is above our station completely. Normally we talk about fingering and people getting stabbed, and we're like, so when the Chinese market
so
collapses,
let's just say, China's like your mate going, listen, don't
Aye.
you be banging that wee one, because her fella and all his mates are fucking cunts.
yeah.
And they fucking buy stuff out of my vape shop. So don't be fucking doing it, because then I lose their custom, dickhead. I'm your mate, but fuck
China's
me.
the one in the middle of a drunken fight going, you go home, mate, it's fine, we'll
Oh,
forget
right.
it, we're
But
going
if
this
somebody
way.
throws a dig, like, they're going to throw one back. Listen.
China's going, you take
listen,
Ukraine out of here.
Listen, lads, honestly, I'm being serious. Like, Putin's my mate and all that. He's a fuck. I know he's out of order here a wee bit, like, but
He's had vodka, I know what he's like.
seriously, now I'm in the middle here now, but none of you are going to fucking touch him. None of you going. I'm tiny now. Like I'm fucking China. I'm fucking Bruce Lee. Like don't
I love how you
fucking.
started shopping.
Don't be fucking. I'll fucking tennies now.
That is 100% what it's at. Did you get a wee message there, did you?
Burnsy.
Burnsy?
He's left. He's gone to Liverpool. He's left Belfast
Why?
because he doesn't like people here no more.
I saw a video and someone sent it to me laughing, and I just replied going, "That's not funny, that's horrible." Of someone following him in the street and he had a wee doorman's badge on.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Look at him, dickhead, thinks he's a doorman," then starts pushing him. So Burnsy, in fairness to him,
Went for him.
swings for the guy, which you're well within your rights to do if someone starts pushing you in the fucking street. And the guy goes, "Fucking smack me in all burn, smack me, smack." I'm like, that's not funny. You're a cunt.
Yeah.
The dude was doing
Nah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Wanker.
Do you know, like, proper.
he
Someone
said-
said that, being like, "That's hilarious," and I was like, "The fuck's your fault? There's nothing."
He
But part of me thinks he's maybe going to Liverpool because that's where he's like doing his camp for the fight.
He is.
He's training up for
That's, what it sort of all started happening where he went to the fights on Saturday night in the Europa Hotel and he was promised an interview with TG4. Didn't get the interview, so he started like fighting and slamming about Michael fucking Conlon on here and he's a scumbag and blah blah blah. Also, somebody put his face on cups and selling them from the shop and he doesn't like that.
Which again,
Grim as fuck.
100%, he's in the right there to be fucked up. That happened to you, didn't it?
So yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, that's happened. What was your one?
Oh, your
It
mum
was
was
we told this before, but it was like last year.
yeah, he's putting my stuff in cups and t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I found his shop. I told you about it.
You did. I don't know if you said it on this or you just told me.
Did I?
Because you told me after, like, either you were going to do it or
This
you
guy
told
had
me
a
after you
site.
just
This
done
guy
it.
had a site, right, where he was just taking my stuff but cutting my name out of it and then reposting my posts, on like
page.
Facebook
Yeah.
and just taking my stuff but without giving me credit and just reposting it as if it was his own. And he was doing it with all the comedians, and I sent him
he
a
was,
message, and he sent me this message like, "What are you going to do, dickhead?" and all this here. So I then went into fucking research and then found out exactly who he is, and he had a shop that sold like cups and t-shirts and stuff in Carrickfergus. And I said, "Once I'm opening the shop," and I run in behind him. First thing in the morning, he was like, "Woo, woo, we can sort this out, man. We're gonna fucking sort it out right now, dickhead."
Did you get money or just kick his fuck in or what the fuck? Or they just take all the shirts
I
down?
had a good conversation, a very strong conversation, and that was the end of it.
Okay. Did you not get any money from what he was selling? No.
No, because that would be theft, William.
That's not theft. He stole your image rights.
Yeah, well,
That's theft. That happened. Like, you can't. I don't mind someone taking something I put up as long as they credit me. I'm fine with that. But when they just take your stuff, cut your name out of it.
But if someone
like-
was like, if someone say like had your name or like was selling like Mudblood tops,
No, it's not okay because you're not Mudblood.
that's what I'm saying. But like,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be okay with that.
No, I'm saying like my online content. If you're taking something that I'm in and you're being like the way Lad Bible would do, and they used to be bad for it because they did it to
just
me
taking
before.
people's, like,
They'll take
captions.
a status and cut your name out of it and just reword it, and you're like, but that is my joke.
probably the
That's
best one
annoying.
was the one the Conor McGregor one with the red, white, and blue top, and I put up, "You look like a curbstone to Shangle." They
funny as
literally
fuck.
couldn't take my name out of it because it was the comment that was the funny bit.
Yeah, so they would have had to shown that they were obviously doing it by
Yes,
blurring you
so
out.
they couldn't do it. So
Whereas
it
they
went
used to be
everywhere.
sneaky and not do that. They used to like crop you out of it, or just take your text
and do it themselves.
and do it themselves over like a coloured background. I know so many people have had been like,
Oh, listen,
and you kind of get paranoid being like, that is my joke though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you start like getting gaslit, being like, that was mine.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Now the only time it's kind of okay is like when like someone famous dies or something big happens, and there's
that's
this
where I
similar
sort of
joke.
went. I'm not even
With the hair
doing it
loss?
anymore. Yeah,
Because that
I mean, it was.
yeah.
Everyone could have thought of it. It wasn't that spectacular. That's why I said to you, I waited until I seen what everybody was saying about the Queen.
Me and you did the same thing, yeah.
Did we?
No, I mean, we both waited. We didn't do the same joke. We both went...
Because
give
we
it a
talked about it.
Yeah.
And then I done my bit, which is completely different from everybody else,
Yeah.
which I'm glad now, because then it's a bit that I can use.
I'm the exact same. The bit I know I have, or the bit I have.
I am doing a gig on Saturday, and they've asked that no Queen stuff.
Really? So your Freddie Mercury joke's out the window? Stay in the living, suck my dick. Go on, sorry. Go on.
Under pressure.
No, I'm joking. You can't stop me now, that's
But
what I'm saying.
genuinely, like, I was like, is there anything you don't want done or said? And then he's like, the Queen. And I was like, right, okay. Out of everything, and it's just like, I just know what way they'll react down here. And I was like,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah. And
It's mad because I'm doing 2 gigs that night. And one said they don't want me to do anything about the Queen, and the other one says, please do
30 minutes on the Queen.
about the Queen, so you can get like across the fucking barricades on
Yeah.
Saturday night.
That's brilliant.
I'm in Armagh actually.
I'm with you.
You're meeting me in Armagh. You should have done the other one too. You can't, no, you, because I'll be on my way down.
Yeah.
You
And I'm open. No, I think
No,
this
it
was
doesn't
mentioned
look
to me. I
like-
didn't.
yeah.
But no, I'm with you. Is the one I'm doing the one where I assume the Queen banter is allowed? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so. Going by the show. Yeah, but that's like, even I did the joke about the Adam Levine thing that's kicked off as he said in sex, and I just put up the photo of me in like a wee stupid holiday where I'm like in wee shorts going like that, and people
like,
after
oh
me
my.
being like, loads of people have copied that, and I was like, I don't even think there's no way I was the first to do it. And when something like that happens, you're gonna get 40 variations of that joke. You're almost, as long as you get in early, you'll be fine. But you can't start then going, you all copied me, for everyone else having the first idea that you also immediately had.
Yeah,
because
there's like a point where you can like, where like everybody's made a joke.
yeah,
Where if you do it now, just like send it to your mates as like a bit of crack.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
put it up as like a.
yeah. You honestly, if you get in the first hour of something, you normally have a chance if you'll get a bit of traction just because you got in early. But if you're in past that, you're either doing a joke someone's done, and you certainly can't get pissy about doing a joke that everyone's gonna do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to fucking send a message here.
It's all good. It's all good. At least take the clicker off. You're such a dad. How come you never wear your glasses when you use your phone? Because I know you need glasses sometimes.
But not for this.
What is it you need glasses for?
Wanking.
Where's my wanking glasses?
Did you wear them for your granddad the other day?
It's supposed to be opera ones,
Granddad-
like binoculars on a stick.
Paddy lent me his glasses to wank over there.
Look at the guy in Toy Story 2 when he's fixing Woody. Like,
Like a diamond engineer's fucking monocle.
that's what I would need.
More chance of seeing your dick than fucking Jupiter, William, would you?
Better chance to see my dick or Uranus, we'll see.
Ah.
Oh, fuck.
Can you see it in Saturn?
You're just naming planets, you know. I'm out, I don't know. Is Pluto still a planet? No. Is it?
No.
No.
It's actually downgraded from a planet.
That happened a while ago too, didn't it? I'm not fresh off the boat with this.
I think it had to do with Disney, to be honest with you.
I want to hear this.
Genuinely had something to do with Disney because one of
Because
the
the
characters
dog's called Pluto?
Yeah. I genuinely do think that there was something to do with that. I don't know if it's legit, but there's definitely
You think
something.
Disney
Paddy
were
fact.
Huh?
This is a Paddy theory.
How can you be a planet for so long and then all of a sudden, like how much pull,
But they weren't.
how
It
much
wasn't.
gravitational pull do you need to be able to fucking stop somewhere being a planet?
I don't know, but Nolan's getting there. But like, it wasn't a
Well,
planet.
he is a planet. He's
It was
about the
only a
size of a
planet,
planet, they call it.
from.
Stephen Nolan's that big, he has his own moon to come.
So
That's Jimmy
it's all
Bryson.
to do with like what you define a planet as. For one, I think Pluto has got
Can I
like,
identify as a planet?
if you want,
Yes.
you can
You
identify
identify as
as whatever you
anything now.
want. But I think Pluto has got smaller. You know,
Right.
it's like eroded. I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
But also because like Pluto, I think now has like a moon that is like near enough the same size as it.
Yeah.
You know, and they sort of have like an orbit of each other. You know what I mean? They just
So
go
you
around
can't be
each other. So
like a planet can't be the same size as a moon.
A planet.
it's like
there's
you
a
would
category to
you
it,
may as well call it its moon a planet too.
Yeah.
And then also like the reason why there's like moons on Saturn that are far bigger than Pluto.
Right.
But
they're not planets.
They're not planets because they orbit
that
a planet. They don't orbit the sun.
Right.
But the reason why Pluto was called a planet is because it orbits the sun.
Right.
But it's like that small now, and because it's like it's not.
When was Pluto discovered? Was it as late as the 50s, or am I completely wrong?
No,
Way earlier?
Like
I mean, there's
an antiquity. Like that's it.
there is actual evidence of like people knowing the solar system and the galaxies and the planets going back to fucking 6,000 fucking AD. Nah, it probably isn't. But
I wasn't a million miles off.
What?
From the official
Oh,
discovery
it was
of a
only
planet.
called Pluto,
No, the official discovery of it.
right?
Of Pluto, not the planet. Pluto, 1930.
Oh really?
Because you're probably talking about getting proper telescopes at that stage then, and
Yeah, well, like, what was the philosopher Galileo? He knew about planets and shit.
Oh yeah.
yeah. But the main knew the whole
The exact what they were,
yes.
This is three dudes having no
const-
clue what anyone's saying. We clearly
constellation.
don't know
The
anything.
constellation. I did go out to
It's just like see the clips on Joe Rogan of like Neil deGrasse Tyson like talking about like the solar system and all, and like he's going into real in depth like fear, and then it's like us going, I think so.
I'm going like Galileo. He did something, didn't he? He was in a Queen song, so I know who he is. Three fucking
Figaro.
idiots. Finger hole.
I did go out to see Jupiter the other night because that was the closest it was to the Earth in 53 years.
Oh really? Did you need your wanking glasses to
It
see it?
says a binocular, a good set of binoculars would be enough to fucking see it. That was false information.
What did you need to see it?
The clouds to fuck off.
Right. Did you have binoculars?
I had binoculars.
Uh-huh.
And I had a monocular. Do you know what a monocular is?
Just the one.
A half a binocular.
Just break it in two, share it with
Oh,
your
you
sister.
bring it-
Good
there you
lad.
go.
Why do you have binoculars?
Because I'm a mervert. Do you know what a mervert is?
I do. It's because you call me out every fucking week.
10 times worse than a pervert.
You call me out every week, and I don't need binoculars. I don't even need to leave the house to be a mervert.
I actually had a pair of binoculars because my dad bought me.
Yeah, and my dad has a pair of binoculars
You
too.
see, we're-
And
So your
I've
dad's
always
a
like,
pervert.
You're from a long line of perverts.
I've always been like,
Dad's a pervert. His dad was
like
a
I always
pervert.
thought they were class, but
When
I was
we
like,
lived-
why do
when-
we need these?
When we lived on the wage trap, right? The guy next door, because we got our loft done, and the guy next door came into my dad and says, I have a telescope. Would there be any chance that I can use your loft windows to look out my telescope? And my dad was like, oh, if you want, like. So he went into my mum was like, fuck man, I tell you the room up. Because my mum had like a sewing machine in it. I think eventually it wanted to be my bedroom. But your mum came in with his telescope, and my dad says, here, I'll make you a cup of tea and whatever. And my dad came up, and he says the telescope was pointed down, you know, when the sky was up there. And my dad was sort of going, what are you watching? And he says, the nurses' towers at the Royal.
Fuck me.
Jesus.
So there was two, if you look at the Balls of Falls, there's two big apartment blocks there.
Yeah.
Two big sets of flats. They were the nurses' accommodation. So he was wanting to go up into our loft with this telescope, not to see stars, but to see fucking nurses.
Imagine how
What's he
much-
doing that if he does manage to fucking catch something, he's just sitting in his neighbour's fucking attic.
Wanking.
Wanking. Sorry, mate. Here's me, minute.
But he hadn't told you it's going to be nurses. You're like, fuck, the planets are looking lovely today. I can see Uranus from here. That's amazing.
Is that a cup of tea ready?
Fuck.
Also, the breath control to hold the
She's taking-
telescope and wank.
She's taking,
Like a sniper.
she's taking Saturn's belt off now, Pat.
Ever see in Call of Duty, you know, when it's like, click the whole breath? It's like,
That's Lee Harvey Oswald levels of fucking breath control there. I had a friend actually once told me she was out somewhere.
Now imagine this is in the 80s, so
Yeah.
this is pre-fucking Pornhub on your fucking phone, because some people listening to this won't be old enough to realise you had to physically go and buy a magazine back
Yeah.
in the day to look at them off.
How's that less embarrassing than wanking in your neighbour's loft with a
No, it's
telescope?
not. But what I'm saying is, nobody would come and do that now, because Because genuinely, you can get your phone and hide in the toilet and look whatever there's a video you can get that shows a camera going up a doot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that you can't find on the internet now.
Oh yeah,
but back in the
want
day,
something
like,
done.
you had to physically be. Like, how many people do you see run about in big duffel coats now, flicing fucking weed?
You had to be a proactive wanker.
You had to be a proactive pervert. Like, there was no perving in your own house.
That's the thing. Perverts these days,
in high
too
definition.
fucking lazy.
Lazy cunt. Back in the day, at least perverts were out there fucking doing their bit. You know what I mean? Like, asking their neighbours, can they see down in the nurse's tower from their house? And plus, it was a fucking telescope. Like, he physically had to carry a big bit of fucking apparatus up a fucking fucked up set of stairs. It was done by some cunt from St. James's that probably wasn't right. And he's up there, give me 5 minutes. You know, this is what you had to do to get your kicks back in the day.
And they just let him in the loft in the end.
Fuck, we all were watching it. I only know that because my dad told me the story. Like, he said, don't tell her, man. Don't tell her, man. I didn't know he was doing that.
We're away to the loft for 4 hours.
He was like, Jim, leave a telescope there. You can get it tomorrow.
Your dad sitting at the breakfast table the next morning being like, we need to get ourselves a telescope. Jim's is some fucking job. Oh fuck! I couldn't imagine your dad being the kind of guy that would like that. That's all. Having met your dad, I assumed he would have hit the dude immediately.
He's a bit of a prude, my dad, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's that much of a prude. Like,
He's a bit of a prude, but I don't know if he wouldn't spy on changing women.
I mean, there's something about even seeing a bit of side bra, isn't there? Like,
See, to be fair, a bit of like side titty is way better than like
actually seeing a full
full blown 100%.
it's that. I think it's more the.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you see
'Cause
how
I
they
would
make
say,
Star Wars.
I'd say like the vast majority like of girls that wear them real tight fucking leggings now, right?
Yeah.
If you've probably seen their fucking skin and their hole with all the pimples on it, wouldn't be as nice
There's
looking
not girls
as when it's covered up.
There's sometimes you've got the leggings off and just like two like wee pieces of like not cardboard but like fillers for their hole just like fall out because they're
that
just
right?
just padding.
that right?
You can get padded knickers and stuff. Yeah, so you take that off. There's no actual big fucking arse there.
No,
No, it's all an illusion now, man. Nothing's real.
so they're all magicians.
Not all of them, but sometimes or like you can get like fucking
No,
fillets
but-
for your tits as well. You can get that for yours.
Chicken fillets, they used to call them.
Yeah, they're not actual. Like I used to think it was just like a fucking 4-pack out of
like-
Asda down the bra. Like
Here, sir, give us 2 chicken fillets. I make a curry here.
I'm going out tonight. Fuck's sake, I'm working tonight.
Fuck that, you're only going to knee breakers. Jim with his telescope will see you.
But no, yeah, you can get that with your arse as well, just with your arse padding. But you're 100% right. Like I always think like imagining what someone looks like naked is actually way better than what they look like naked.
Yeah.
It's like seeing Star Wars in the cinema class when you see how they've made it. It's just some cunt's got a tennis
It
ball and
was
a
like
string.
somebody met Liam Neeson in Donegal, and they were like, worst thing that ever happened. I fancied Liam Neeson in the films. When you see him up close, he's out as fuck.
Yeah,
That was up on the internet, like.
yeah. Have you ever seen Leonardo DiCaprio in between movies?
No, where's he live? Does he live in the
Like
States
Hollywood
or-
one, but there's stories that go about of him, like when he's not filming anything, he just puts on about 3 fucking. I knew someone who lived in America, and they saw him,
Right.
Like, and they were like, "That guy looks like a really fat Leonardo DiCaprio."
And it was him?
It was just Leonardo DiCaprio in sweatpants with like a big fucking McDonald's. Apparently, he just cuts about eating shite. Now when he's filming, he fucking gets properly into it, and he's just in it. Once he stops, he's fucking back in the drive-thru.
I do, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get into shit. You just keep
In
doing
between
it.
podcasts.
I'm just in between films at the minute, alright?
You should, everyone's like, you're looking a bit heavy.
I'm in between films.
I'm in between projects at the minute, man.
I'm in between
Yeah.
gigs. I'm doing 1 for killing thing. I'll just let myself go. during
While
the
eating the
week.
Chinese, be like, I've nothing on.
me.
Fuck, what are we on, about 45 there?
Yeah.
49.
49. We'll do 10 more minutes because people like it when it's an hour. I don't know why. They do just
I like it when
it's-
you're early, but that doesn't fucking happen.
Hey, you can't get what you want. Can't get what you
No,
want.
they're not getting me there, man.
I do apologise. Just a very I'm
So anyway,
very
Leicester
busy today.
Square Theatre was fantastic.
Amazing, lovely venue. Lovely venue. I was gonna say a bit stupid. I was a bit fucking mental and did, I'm gonna say 12 minutes of completely new material that I'd done once or twice, and it went fucking great. Went really, really good.
Very good.
But I'm trying that now more. I'm just calling in, like, when I'm
It's the only way to learn.
nights I'm not on, I'm calling in and being like, can I have 5? And I will do 5 that I've not done, and I just want to try it.
Right.
And it's been good. It's fun, the game.
Yeah.
So when you get jokes that work and you know them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was fat on fucking gassing.
It's alright.
I'm sorry, God, right the microphone.
Sorry about that, sir.
Goodness me.
Jesus Christ, it turned into like fucking
Fuck me.
like a wee woman slaughtered.
My throat's aching.
Fucking dog died.
Do you know when you get jokes that work and you know they work, it sort of stops being fun. Like you've got that safety net of like, I know this is gonna work.
Yeah.
But when you go up with a new 20, you're like, oh, I could fucking die here, and then it starts working. You're like, oh no, that's okay. It's that
No, it's
feeling.
not better. Like,
Yeah.
and we all done Lavery's the other week, and it was all new material, and
I think
we were all
me, you,
buzzing.
and Gaddis all had,
It was all buzzing, like.
yeah, basically entirely new shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, well, you won't do an entire. I always open with one I know works, because then that makes you go, okay, they know I have jokes, and also if the good joke doesn't work, you're like, then I won't be too gutted
Yes.
about the bad stuff, the
Yeah.
new stuff not working, because they didn't even like the good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Get you.
That Lavery's was fucking brilliant though.
Great night.
Really fun. My brother was in the crowd, and my brother really looks like me. And someone turned around to him halfway through it and went, "Fuck, how's Willie?" My brother went, "Willie's on stage, you fucking cunt."
At the same time.
At the same time, like he turned around, he's like, "How are you there?" And he's
Conspiracy
like,
theory. There's 2 William Thompsons. It's gone. See, I knew that because
There's a mad one, the camp one.
I seen the one limping, and then I seen the other one. Now I know it's fucking. And
Mate, I wonder how many people being like, when they text you and be like, "I saw Willie here and saw Willie there." Do you wonder if it is just my brother they've seen?
does he have the beard and all?
He has the beard.
Does he look like Teen Wolf too?
He can't.
Teen Wolf too?
Yeah. He does. All my brothers and sisters, we all have this wee nose. We all have it.
You're going to say, "Oh, my brothers and sisters have beards."
Yeah. The girl's just on their
Come
phone.
in, see the bearded woman of Tully Cornet.
That's just a woman from
There
Tully
was
Corner
loads of Tully Cornet ones in the other night.
in Aberdeen or
Aye, Aberdeen. Loads of fucking mountains and
Lavery's.
all the casino.
Mate, that's why I was so confused.
Here, Pat, I don't even fucking know you were fucking here. Like, I go to.
Do you go to G Spot too? Do you, buddy?
I know it's far away. Like, the fuck, it's
All smoking the tiniest cigarettes in the
it's
world.
the best. It's the best thing.
No, at first I just had a fucking brain fart there, and I was like, that's why I looked at you like, why were loads of people from Tully Cornet in Aberdeen?
There's an Orange March.
I thought Rangers might have been playing.
The Gertrude Star was there.
Here, did you talk about this at all while I was away?
Gertrude.
Speaking of fucking football players,
Hi.
because I said Rangers. Have you seen the thing in the news? All the players just like they're going through like all old tweets and stuff and being like, "You can't play for Northern Ireland. You can't play."
Yeah.
That annoys me, man.
Why?
The Lafferty one, that's a different matter because it just happened. I mean, go in and out of like whatever. I don't like
See what he said. Do you think it was right or wrong?
to say that.
I didn't even see what Lafferty.
To say you should know you can't
I
say
came
it.
back with I was like, he's up to his neck and feigning feints.
What did he say?
So he was getting a photo with some guy, and I was getting a photo.
And the fella went, "Up the Celts," and he went, "Pack of feigning bastards."
But like it's other like I would say that to you. Do you know what I mean? We could say because we're friends. I don't know if he maliciously meant it or he was trying to be fucking good natured. It's hard to judge that off
Do
a
you know what?
6 second clip.
Do you know what? I suppose it'd be like somebody getting their photo took with you, and halfway through getting their photo took with you, they turn around and go, "Fucking
Up a queen.
you're fucking shit anyway." Up fucking Shane Toll
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying there's no divisions or anything, but would
No,
you
I know what you mean.
react-
Like,
would
yeah,
you react
you'd be
go,
like,
fuck
fuck
you,
up your
wanker, or
cunt.
something.
Yeah.
Sure, he's a wanker anyway, or something. I don't know.
And that's what I mean. And I don't like judging off like, oh, there's a 5 second clip. I can't sum up his entire beliefs off that.
What's wrong for Kyle Laverty is
Yeah.
obviously he thinks that. Do you know what I mean? Or it's a bit of crack or whatever. I don't know.
100% thinks it, but
Right? But it just happened after like that guy at the Wolf Tones and everybody jumped on his back and was like, "I swear to fucking chuck your heart on top at a Wolf Tones concert. I can't believe he's doing that." You know?
Yeah.
And the fella lost his fucking job. So Kyle Laverty
Yeah.
done that and everybody's going,
yeah.
okay, let's see what happens.
And even in the
now."
case of that guy, I was like,
It's dead
like
funny.
he's
like,
in a Wolf Tones cut. Yeah, he's gonna wear that. Like fucking.
like Jamie Bryson really get into your man John for wearing that top of that.
And then
boxer.
said, "Fuck
And then
all
when
of
Ke-
that."
No, he did. He turned around and he was, "This is a disgrace that Kyle Laverty has to go through this and all. This is fucking terrible." And all you're going, "Fuck's sake, Jamie."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't say for one and then say the other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do not do it again.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you're
Sick.
There's going to be a collection though.
He's paying rent to this place.
Is that another one from another time?
Yeah, there's loads up there.
There's
For
only
fuck's
two.
sake,
What do you mean loads? If you get your binocular out,
You're stinking.
it's like two wee
Two wee
titties.
tits. Yeah, it is.
Or dits, as you call
Wee
them.
dits.
Why did you say dits?
Never said ditties. You part dits.
But you sounded gay. You're not. You see when you're out doing other podcasts, you're fucking representing Mudblood. We don't say tits.
Wee bit of tits.
I
Wee
like
bit
their
of-
tits.
Wee titties.
You fucking say I wanted to see your fucking vomit or
Wee
something.
tit- No, it's tea with me. I have to. I can't just be like, oh, fuck 'em, just rip open their fucking cons and all. You know what I mean? You have to be
Tits.
titties.
were-
I say tits.
Holly.
You ever see tits? Wee bit of tits. Suck a wee tit. P
On
titty.
that note, see you all later. Thank you very much
Free
for
Kyle
listening.
Lafferty, free at titties.
Free the tit. Free the dilly too.
When you go.